And we are back for another episode of NBA 2K14. You see, the last episode as they dominate Game 5 victory for the Chicago Bulls, winning by 18 points, 114 to 96. As you see here, Derrick Rose got 24 points, 14 assists, Joakim Noah 22 points, Kurt Haring got 20 points, Lou uh, Kurt Haring got 20 points, Jimmy Butler 17, Carlos Booster 10, and the rest of the Chicago Bulls. And the other side, the Atlanta Hawks, Lou Williams got 18 points, Paul Millsap 14, Elton Brand 12, Kyle Cover, Al Hover 11, and the rest of the Atlanta Hawks. Even Jeff Teague got 11 assists and 3 points, and the rest of Atlanta Hawks. So a huge dominant game for the Chicago Bulls as they retake the lead in the series are now lead still 3-2 over the 7th seed Atlanta Hawks. So here's the bracket right here as now we're going to the deciding game. Going to 6th game for now. The seed will find out who the winner will go to the semifinals of the second round of the playoffs. You see here the third team right now, Dallas, Washington, and Miami are secure. So now we're going to game 6 as the 8th seed Memphis Grizzlies on the verge trying to upset. But first we're gonna check out the presentation. Depending it was copyright music, nothing in-game music is turned on. So we have warning copyright. So here we go. Game number 6 of the Western Conference first round as the 8th seed Memphis Grizzlies try to upset the number 1 seed Houston Rockets as the Grizzlies lead the series 3-2 here in Game 6 at Prom in Memphis. Well, Dwight Howard and James Harden try to get done, try to force a Game 7 here back in H-Town in Toyota Center. Or it will be 8th seed Memphis Grizzlies trying to get in and looking to become a 6th team in NBA history as the 8th seed beats the number 1. So for this game, like Game 4, they will have the same jerseys after this. So for now, we're going to send Kevin Harlan going to sending fans form in Memphis. Game 6 is on. Anyways, let's get started. Enjoy. Starts now. Let's do it, Rockets and Grizzlies.
Welcome to NBA Basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. This Western Conference first round series reaches its deciding game. It's going to be the Houston Rockets up against the Memphis Grizzlies. See you at the half.
We've already got quite a series on our hands, folks, and this is only the first round. Game 6 in the West. Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg with me. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Houston Rockets facing the Memphis Grizzlies. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And guys, what do you think we'll be seeing from Chandler Parsons in this one?
Well, Parsons was really a surprise coming out of Florida. Had a big impact his rookie season with Houston. Very reliable in a lot of areas. Can handle the ball, can knock down a long-range shot, and a better defender than you think as well.
That is what makes Parsons such an easy guy to send on the floor. You know exactly what he's going to give you on offense and is very consistent. You look at the Grizzlies with their hometown fans cheering them on. They'll look to close out this series and complete the upset. Wow.
Well, there's some pressure here, though, Kevin, because you're at home, you're up 3-2. This is the time to do it. You do not want to go back out onto the road for Game 7.
You know, part of me agrees with that, Steve. Actually, a lot of me agrees with that. Even though it isn't technically a do-or-die situation, they should be treating it like it is. I mean, because going on the road for Game 7 is not a friendly scenario, and it would be a very tough building to win a deciding game.
He's such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Harden gets a screen from Ushett. Harden kicks to Ushett, and it's Gasol with the rebound.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Thompson's shot is good.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
And here's Harden, following the three from Tayshaun Prince. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Parsons gets it to go.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
Now here's Conley. tries to keep it alive. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin McHale gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. As they sit on the brink of elimination, I asked him if he sensed any nerves in the locker room. He assured me that no matter what the situation, he's got a group of guys that are up for any challenge. And with a win here, that challenge will become a whole lot easier.
Thanks again, Doris.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's not open.
It's Harden with the drive. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, step for the free throw line. Don't give him an easy two.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
And he sinks the second. And so just over a minute and a half played. Back to Gasol. Wide open look. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
They're on fire. They made 4 straight shots to get this thing going.
It's Harden with the drive. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Just out for a 3-point play.
See the space he had? I mean, there's just an obvious speed disadvantage to the defender.
That free throw good from Harden. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Rejected by Parsons. He lobs it up. And Howard with the stop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. Their teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make it a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Here's Allen.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
Boy, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pit.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too. Well, I mean, he may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here's Davis. That's good. It's Miller with the assist.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Now here's Brooks. Kicks it to Casper. 6 to shoot. Back to Brooks. And Houston again with the bucket.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Over by Garcia. 1:36 left in the first quarter of the game. Roden kicks to Bayless. Memphis moving that ball around. Miller outside. And the rejection by Casper. Throws it up high. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Now that we have them around, let's see who the best passing teams were in the regular season. In third, the Rockets.
You know, sometimes it's tough to give up the ball to a teammate, but the good teams do it. They don't settle for just a good shot. They're looking for the best shot. And these guys have been unselfish all season long.
Now Davis. After the missed 3 from Miller. And it's good. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Come off a really big loss on Sunday.
Yeah, they really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game, guys. And in terms of their offense, nothing seemed to go right.
And once they started spiraling downward, there was no getting out of it, Steve. Their scoring just went dry.
Here's Beverly after Ed Davis's score. The drive by Brooks. Montejunas. There's the feed to Beverly. Pass to Montejunas. Brooks kicks to Garcia. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Garcia's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Passes it to Miller. And that is good.
Gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Brooks outside. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jared Bayless. That's his first foul. And Memphis making a change here. Puts it up off the inbound. That's good. Garcia's got 5 points so far.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
They tried to step in and cut him off, but just not quick enough.
And we have the benefit of replay, but I think they got that one right, which is the case most times, even though fans don't think so.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the first. And Davis finishing it off. Those guys, that LA defense, just watching them go park right by.
We might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And Beverly gets to Montejunas. On the wing, Brooks. Goes up the baseline. And Houston again with the bucket. Here's Davis. Goes straight to the defender. It's on Montejunas. A free run to the hoop and some thunder on the finish.
Not exactly the way the D would have drawn that one up.
And when you got the space, you might as well throw it down. That's what I always used to do.
Here's Beverly. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's a tie game in Memphis. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And thanks for tuning in as we get back to the action of our broadcast here of Game 6. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
And I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
The Grizzlies shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Thad Mello is out there with Davis. Then it's Mike Miller. Then it's Jared Bayless. And it's Okoyan in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Now here is Garcia. Parsons for 3. Gets it to go. Parsons got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Rockets.
Yeah, and he's a bomber. I mean, that's what I love about him. He's as good a three-point shooter as you'll see. Of course, has the green light to let it fly anytime he wants.
Something else I think of with him is that three-point shot from the corner. I mean, that's his shot. And we've certainly seen him drain a bunch of them.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Bayless. Back to Smith. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively. Boy, just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Houston with a big group substitution here. The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And free throw good from Melo. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Stolen by Randolph. Now here's Conley, defended by Asher. Shot by Prince. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists now tonight.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, they came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that. He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Houston shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. And Memphis making a change here. Gasol's checked in. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Prince, and it's Memphis with another.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
Now here's Howard. Feeds it to Lynn. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Randolph.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
That's good. The Rockets trail. Here's Howard. Lays it up and banks it in. Howard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Caspi, he's checked in for Chandler Parsons. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Boy, he just battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
Free throw good, Randolph. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Lynn. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And the Rockets lead by 1.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Prince, here's Gasol, and it's blocked. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Here's Howard. A feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And now a 3-point Rocket lead, and a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Rockets.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break hoops, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Chance now to look at the top-scoring big men during the regular season. Dwight Howard on top.
That is major productivity in the paint, guys. They would love to get more and more of that from him going forward because a scoring big man like that, they're not easy to find.
Yeah, you know what? And it's those moves he'll bust on you that make him the force that he is. You know, the step back, the back down, the up and under stuff, whatever it might be. He can take you to school in a lot of different ways.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Asher. And it's Brooks in for James Harden.
Purely from a size standpoint, that is a mismatch that's going to be hard to overcome defensively.
Brooks against Prince. He kicks it to Conley. Goes to the reverse layup. It in. Clarky talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
Well, these are the kinds of games you love. I mean, two good teams going head-to-head, an even matchup, and both sides very competitive, on their toes tonight. Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Back to Prince. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here is Caspi. Back to Lynn. There's the pass to Brooks. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Conley with it, and it's Lynn picking him up. Gets it to go.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Lynn's got 5 now.
That finish brings me back to the old days. The silky smooth finger roll.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Houston with a big group substitution here. For Memphis, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. Free throw, no good for Randolph. Houston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Brooks kicks to Parsons. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. 8 points for him. Dishes it to Randolph.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Randolph. And the Rockets making a change here. And Randolph drops them both. Here comes James Harden. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That's a nice way to end the half. The big 3 to take the lead as we go to the break.
And the first half ends in a close one. Rockets lead by 3. Make sure you stay tuned for the Sprint Halftime Show with Damon Bruce. Then we'll be back here right after that for the second half.
Now, presented by Sprint.
What unbelievable postseason action we've got going on so far. This is 2K Sports as we get deeper into round 1 of the playoffs. A tightly contested game for Houston up against the Memphis Grizzlies. They're battling to get the momentum back in this series. A win here forces Game 7. James Harden absolutely lights out. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And there's no quitting the Grizzlies. They came to win. They're doing well inside. Big bodies, big points in the paint advantage. We've seen Tayshaun Prince in top form. He's got 13 points, and he's made some key plays in the assist department, too. And that will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And we welcome you back to our coverage of Round 1 of the NBA playoffs. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Yeah, he was on a mission there in the first half, just trying to get into the lane every time possible.
Aggressive attacking basketball at its very best.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. That seems all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Rockets. On either wing, Harden and Parsons. It's Ashik paired up in the front court with Howard. And it's Lynn in at the one spot.
Well, you figure a guy with the size of Gasol is just being sent out there to be physical. And he will be physical, make no mistake about it, but he's a skilled player as well. He's got court vision, patience as a passer. He can score. He'll find cutting teammates. He's a beautiful player to watch offensively.
Beautiful a player as he is to watch with that finesse and those skills, he does still throw his weight around, and at the size he is, that just saps the energy away from anybody that is foolish enough to get in his way. I mean, he is a big man. The D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been of the three-point variety.
Yeah, and unless they make some rotations and closeouts defensively, there's more to come, Clark.
And here is Conley. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Gasol's shot is good.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. And I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Boy, big man with very soft hands and a nice touch around the hoop.
The Rockets shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw good, Howard. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Back to Gasol. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Houston in the lead. Harden with it. He's got 17. He dishes it to Ush. And stolen by Prince. Conley against Howard. Kicks it out to Prince. All sorts of time. And that one falls. Coming off Conley's feet. And that's 15 points for Prince.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Harden kicks to Lynn. Back to Harden. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 20 points.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game, along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
These players were extremely tough inside during the regular season. Here now are the block leaders on the 2K leaderboard. 5th best, Marc Gasol.
You know, when you talk about having an impact on the team from a defensive standpoint, you've got to talk about this guy. I mean, he's broken up plays. He's disruptive. He denies in the paint. He denies shots. He challenges shots. I mean, he's a tremendous athlete, and because of that, he does a great job defensively. Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Harden dishes to Lynn. 16 feet away. And Houston again with the bucket.
This has been a different kind of game here in the second half. I thought both clubs a little slow in the first.
No question, but they're really going at it.
Gasol.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play. We're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys. Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Harden the pass to Parsons. Knocks it loose. Right through the knee for the layup. Parsons got 10 points in the game. The Grizzlies trail by 3. He feeds it to Prince. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Houston making some changes. A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. Doubled by Smith. Pass to Davis. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. He's got 11.
You know, when he gets the ball that close to the basket, it's almost an automatic 2-point.
Well, the defense has to battle him down there and keep him out of position in the first place. Do your work early.
Brooks kicks to Beverly. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. 1:21 left to play in the third. There's the dish to Davis. That's good. Davis has got 13.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's Beverly, defended by Okoyen. Beverly dishes to Casper. He passes it to Beverly. Oniunas, shot clock at 6. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Smith's shot is good. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Koyen, defended by Beverly. Brooks on the double team. Here's Davis. Again, Memphis.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Kicks to Casper. Pass to Beverly. The feed to Brooks. Oniunas dishes to Brooks. Beverly for the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, they've come out of halftime just smoking hot from behind the arc.
Hey, trust me on this one, partner. They are going to continue to let them fly.
Roden kicks to Miller. Passes it to Okoyen. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Rockets ahead, leading by 4. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Rockets.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And they continue to knock down the long-range 3-point shot as well.
Prince is the 3 and Randolph the 4. Tony Allen is out there with Jared Bayless. And it's Gasol. And at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
And that one falls for Lynn. The Grizzlies trail by 7. And Lynn comes to help. Bayless the pass to Gasol. And it's blocked by Parsons. Prince against Lynn. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they built this lead for themselves here.
And the Rockets making a change here. Howard's checked in. And that one falls for Lynn. And the Grizzlies with possession here, trailing by 10. And it's Conley penetrating, and Garcia with the block. Prince kicks to Conley. Rocket 6. Randolph defended by Jones. Howard against Prince. Shot is off. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside Conley. There's the lob to the hoop. And Gasol slams it in.
Maybe that'll ignite him. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
That's what those alley-oops do.
Now Conley. Timeout call. The Grizzlies. Houston with a big group substitution here. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Caspi comes in for Chandler Parsons. James Harden, he's checked in for Francisco Garcia. And it's Brooks in for Jeremy Lin. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey guys, over that last break, I was able to catch the message the Grizzlies head coach was giving to his team. He told them that they simply have to step up, saying if we don't make a move now, it's going to be too late. Give them everything you've got. Kevin?
And Davis is checked in for Zach Randolph. Davis. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. And that one's good. 15 points for Marc Gasol.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
Harden outside. Shoots a fader. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, one of the things that makes him special is his tendency to become red hot in just a matter of seconds. And you never know when it's coming. You know, all it takes is a shot or two, and he's rolling.
You know, Steve, something else that jumps out at me about him is how often he thwarts penetration with his active hands. I mean, he gets a lot of his steals as players try to make their way to the basket.
Here is Harden after Ed Davis's steal. And that one's good. 9 points for Aaron Brooks.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots. You know, he may not have the elevation or the hops. He doesn't need it, though. The big fella throwing it down anyway.
He usually does save the high flying for the little guys, Clark. You're right.
Yeah, well, sometimes it looks like he's pinned to the ground, but when he gets positioned like that, he can put it down.
Caspi dishes to Hart. Feeds to Howard. He's up against Gasol. Right block shot. Howard, that's good. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Beautiful possession. They found the open man.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Well played alley-oop pass into the layup.
Boy, you got to love it. The picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprise, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for two. Yeah, but it almost makes it a little more special, Kevin. Just grace over power is the way I see it.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
Chandler Parsons is checked in for Houston. Jeremy Lin comes in for Aaron Brooks. He kicks it to Ush. And some nice passing there by Houston. And Howard, here we go. Oh, are you kidding me?
Howard punch right.
There. Oh, great. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They trail by 10. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter. With it, and it's Lin picking him up, and Lin comes to help. Gasol kicks to Allen, and the Grizzlies tack on two more.
Great teamwork out there, really helping each other out.
Their plan is one. I mean, they're like a symphony. Everybody in harmony and in beat and in rhythm. 5 straight baskets now have resulted because of assists.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Conley against Lin. And Parsons kicks to Howard. Soft touch off the glass. Howard's got 11 in the second half.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here. Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending deflected away.
Now, here is Harden. Harden draws the double. The pass to Lin. Harden. 6 on the shot clock. That savvy little up big there. Fooling the D. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last 2 possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they? He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
Now, here is Harden. They get a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. The Grizzlies making a Switch in. Randolph is checked in. Grizzlies have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. Conley gets the bucket. Poked away. Here's Allen. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4. And so it's Houston with it. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Red on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Showing off a very smooth stroke at the free throw line right there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 6. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
I think they have to go for a 3 right now, don't you, Clark?
Yeah, I don't think they have any choice but to go for the 3, Steve.
We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Gets it to go. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game. And so it's Memphis with it.
Yeah, they've got to score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste at all.
Randolph passes to Gasol. Dishes it to Conley. He feeds it to Allen. Back to Conley. Launches it. Connects from downtown.
That's how to orchestrate for your team.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're in front by 3. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. It's Harden with the drive. And so it's a narrow victory for pouring it out for the double. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
Nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning into the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals here on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at the Jordan player of the game.
So, close victory here for the Rockets as they now were going to stay alive and we're going to force a Game 7 back in Houston. 97-94 is our final score in Game 6. Grizzlies try to come back but did not get it. So, Ed Davis got 19 points. Marc Gasol's got 19 as well. Tayshaun Prince 17, Zach Randolph 15, and Mike Conley got double-double, but it's not close. 18 assists, 9 points. Tony Allen got 8 points, and the rest of the Memphis Grizzlies, on the other hand, the Houston Rockets. 28 points for James Harden, 21 points for Dwight Howard, 13 points for Jeremy Lin, and 10 points for Chandler Parsons. Aaron Brooks got 9, and the rest of the Houston Rockets. As the big game here, and now we're going to go for the first Game 7 of the first round playoff series. Here's the bracket right here with the series is tied 3-3 where we have a force a Game 7. And around tomorrow or might be go for move Saturday night here in San Antonio, Golden State. It's gonna be a good one. Tomorrow or will be moved to Friday. That will be a good one here tonight. So Game 6, we're heading back to San Antonio. We'll be heading AT&T Center between Kobe Bryant, Steve Nash, and Pau Gasol. The Los Angeles Lakers take on Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker of the San Antonio Spurs. It's the Spurs trying to close out the series and advance to the second round. It will be the Lakers trying to force a Game 7 just like the Rockets. Hopefully a chance to go for the force Game 7 back in Staples Center. And followed by a second game here in Oakland. Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook of the Oklahoma City Thunder take on Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson of the Golden State Warriors. While the OKC Thunder trying to close out the series and advances to the second round to face Dallas Mavericks. Or will be the Golden State Warriors trying to force a Game 7 back in OKC. That should be a good one. And that will do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin, and more importantly, the NFL predictions will be returned, so we're not going to go upload for NFL season predictions. We're going to go with the I'm going to go with community post video for the NFL predictions as we approach the NFL season. We'll be ready for the preparing. Can't wait to watch that. The Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles Week 1 matchup on NBC. Next up, the YouTube, we got Kansas City Chiefs taking on Los Angeles Chargers. Then back to Sunday Night Football on NBC will be the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And after this will be conclusion of the Monday Night Football on ESPN and ABC, the Minnesota Vikings and the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This should be a great one. So that'll do it for now. This is Andre Kenshin as the Rockets survives, and we have a force a Game 7 back in Toyota Center in Houston. Final score: Rockets beat the Grizzlies 97-94. This is Andre Kenshin. Say song from Phoenix from in Memphis, Tennessee. We'll see you tomorrow or move to Saturday between the Lakers and the Spurs, followed by Thunder Warriors. That's it. I'm out and peace out. Good night, and reminder, we'll see you tomorrow for Game 6 here in AT&T Center in San Antonio. as the 4 seed Los Angeles Lakers take on the 5 seed San Antonio Spurs, with the Spurs lead the series still 3-2, and followed by the second game here in Oracle Arena in Oakland between the 2 seed Oklahoma City Thunder take on the 7 seed Golden State Warriors, with the OKC lead the series 3-2. So that's it. Once again, I'm out. And peace out. Good night. We'll see you tomorrow, or might be moved to Saturday. We'll see you soon, and might be announced, or might be go for a move tomorrow, or go move to Saturday. So that's it. I'm out. And peace. We'll see you tomorrow for Game 6 continues. Good night.